that COVID-19 can be characterized as a pandemic.
Hello. Mm-hmm.
How do you stop the spread of coronavirus? It's so simple. Wash your hands with water and soap. Just any soap. Why? This is what the coronavirus looks like. It's a bit of a material surrounded by a coating of protein and fat. Viruses easily stick to places like your hands. But when it interacts with soap, the fats get washed off by the soap and simply destroy the viruses. How? Just make sure you wash your hands for 20 seconds with water and soap, palm to palm, between fingers. Focus on thumbs, wrist, back of hands.
All right. Welcome. Welcome. I'm going to unmute your microphone now. You're on video already. Well, stay with us. Welcome everyone. Today on Wednesday, May 13, 2020. And today in Sierra Leone, we record 49 cases. And we don't bring the total of community cases we don't get as a country to 387. Salon records 21 deaths, 97 recoveries, 49 active cases right now, 238 people that are quarantine homes while they're on discharge, 2,264 from the quarantine facility around the country. So what I'm basically doing right now is to enable people to know exactly what's going on. And I'm bringing on board Daddy Sarge now, who is the Sarge. But on screen, if you're just joining us, the three actually they see on screen now from the UK, Adija, the joinery, and today we're going to talk about on crucial conversation, surviving COVID-19. Now, I'll tell you a little bit about Adija and I'll tell you a little bit about Daddy Sarge. Sarge, you're most welcome. Long time, man. We haven't seen each other in how many? Sarge, we haven't seen each other in almost year on past so.
Yeah, it's like 40 years. 40 years, wow. I don't be able to this. I've been trying to fix the stuff so that I'm able to get some for work.
Okay, all right, cool. So today we're talking about, we're going to share your stories, guys. How how una brave and how una go through it, how una come in, how una contact the virus. The reason why I make we do this today on Crucial Conversation now because we want to we help people and salon people and for belief because I mean there's a lot of disbelief. Just today, I'm gonna try to share the screen with you guys so you see the number of cases we've had so far. Just today, bear with me, I'm getting the screen and I'll share with you so you see. Just today, we record 49 cases according to the Ebola response operation. So today we record 49 cases, but basically waiting and say to me that of the 49 cases that we get, 14 have been from yesterday, the previous day, nine from today. So then combine the results and announce. So you see clearly on screen that we get 327 confirmed cases, 269 people on isolation centers, 97 recoveries, 21 deaths, and the numbers go on with those in quarantine and all. But we're going to talk about basically what's happening to Una, how we happen, but what's people in my own stories as well, my resilience, and how can I be able to go through. Content is a crucial conversation. It's fine, Adija. We understand that you're home and the young man is there. It's fine. It's absolutely it's okay. It's better you're home than you go out there and something happened to you. So you're most welcome, Adija, and you're most welcome, Daddy Saj as well. Daddy Saj is also now.
I get some reverb from your side. I don't know why. Maybe one of we they play with Seth or something. I don't know.
Yeah, well, I think you okay. I'll mute on the microphones first at the moment, and then why invite on for say.
Me clear. I just to get you clear.
All right. So is it fine now? It's okay now.
Yeah, now they get reverb.
Okay. So that is Saj. I mean, a lot of people don't know, but now from being a musician, he's still a musician, but then make a decision for go into the nursing field, medical field, usai practice, and along the line, call him in the line of duty, something happened to Daddy Saj, but then he's back again and back strong. But guys, let ask you now, Daddy Saj, how are you feeling today?
I do extremely well. I'm good. I'm grateful. I'm back and jumping and kicking.
You look way better than the first time we see pictures of you around. How you look very 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 sick and they come back to recover. But today you look all good again.
Yes, I don't really done my recovery. The recovery, most of it was more with me physical health because I lost a lot of weight and I was so weak. But I've been on clear, lungs, X-ray from lungs and everything, and even the COVID virus. So I don't begin walk back. This is my third week now at the walk, and I'm doing extremely well.
All right, Adija, like I'm over to you, Adija. How are you feeling today? How are you feeling today?
I feel well within myself. Like it's almost a month now, or just over a month since I recovered. And yeah, we thank God because it could have been worse. As you see, with me, I live with me picking them, and my mama came just before Corona starts within the UK or kind of spread out. So INSEF been there around. So I'm good. I'm good for now.
You're fine now. All right, so stay with me. I'm coming back to you guys. This show is live on Facebook. It's live also on Afriradio 105.3 FM, the biggest radio station in the country. So we are telling your stories, not just to the one that we go watch you on Facebook. We're telling your stories to the whole country as well. And we encourage people and sending comments. You can do on Facebook. You can do on the Afriradio short code 1053. And we'll gladly read on a comment. So Crucial Conversation is returning today, and we are returning with a bang because we want to tell people a story. We don't go through COVID, get the virus, but well and come back, and now they continue on with their life. Like I mentioned, that is Saj now, veteran Sierra musician and also a nurse based at the US. He gets several hit songs. In biggest song, I mean by far, now Corruption, and also Dance with plenty other one there. Adija Afeno, married with 3 kids, and currently they work on the local authority in Manchester and London. So we're having Daddy Sad from the US and Adija from the UK. Last time with you, Adija, tell me exactly how did it happen? What did it happen? How you come in contact with the disease?
Right. First of all, I want to say me utmost condolence to the bereaved families them of the people that would have lost their life to COVID. Now Sierra Leone and all around the world, because we do get a lot of Sierra Leoneans as well, where they die in this part of the world. Yesterday we buried one we own Sierra Leonean brother in Manchester, yeah. We've been in our community, but himself be the work within the healthcare, even though he wasn't a frontline staff, but he was a security guard. So he wave contact the virus. She was a nurse, and himself in turn gets for contact her. And so I feel so sad about things like that. And also to the people that wouldn't go through I feel on a pain. So it is quite important for let people they know that right from the start, say, in as much as people are skeptical, because we don't talk to a lot of people that will not believe, say, coronavirus real. But don't put yourself at risk. Stay safe if you can, because even if you survive them, there are a lot of things that go on afterwards where you know go like, and even the process of being in that kind of position, not a funny thing. It takes the grace of God for bringing you on the other side. So just to give my own story, they work for the local government authority in Manchester, yeah. And my job involved working with a lot of other people there. We always did meetings and everything like that. And we also meet with members of the community. So within like social services and stuff. And I lost a friend when I'm in university. She didn't die of COVID. She actually had issues and she died due to those issues. So they live in London. So the funeral service in London it been take place. I traveled from Manchester on Sunday. I think it was the 14th or the 15th of March for go London. So I go London. The burying was on the Monday. I go the burying. I've been get for stay a few more days down in London. So after the burying, I noticed say I start to feel some kind of pain in my body, like pain aches here and there. But as we move, because we kind of move house just like few weeks before this.
During the time you go to burying, anybody been in the way, been they cough, been they sneeze?
There was nobody there. Well, at some point I've been feel saying like during that burying, but later when a colleague of mine, when I get nothing to do with the Sierra Leone community, when I'm here in the work hand in hand intense, when he self come test positive for COVID, then I know say it must have been around work. Now they are kind of don't catch this coronavirus. But no, nobody not been there at that funeral. They would cough. Everybody, we always go. We do everything as it should be done. Me not go safe na the mosque. A lot of people that go na the mosque. Me not be able to possible for pick me up. Not come on time at the wait time. So I'll be end up for just take taxi go na the burying go on straight away. So from there, 3 days or so, I begin feel my body they act because in the give me cocodamol and stuff. I'm like, maybe now the pains from lifting here and there, moving from one house to another. I say now that maybe because now I don't stay in one place for a few days without doing any work. Not knowing that now something bigger they come. So I come back Manchester and I tell my mama, I say, my whole body they ask me. I say, I don't know why. My mama say, okay, well, take medicine, make you lay down and rest. And I did. The next day, which was the Friday, so this is almost like 2 or 3 days now after the Friday, I kind of lost my sense of smell and my sense of taste. My mama, they cook, they do everything at the house. I know the smell, I know the taste. I say, what's going on now? So I tell them, say, I can't smell anything when they do. When I say when they cook this, At some point, I come down the stairs. My mama feels saying, I wait till they fry, make a candle. I said, no, I know the smell and safe. I don't even know that you're doing this. I just one candle for cancer don't do. But still, I was having this pain, and the pain was so intense, like all over my body. At some point, I'll be telling, say, Talekwe, somebody beats me inside a boxing ring, then just put me there and left people. So
just body pain you get, you know, when they sneeze, you know, when they cough.
No, at first, I not be the sneeze, I not be the cough, nothing. These are just body pain all over my body. And then then I lost my sense of taste. But by then, the information that was out there, losing you taste and you smell, not to be part of the things them where governments be aware of or what the medical authorities them be aware of. So when they give the symptoms, it was more or less about the cough, the aches and pains, but nothing about the losing of the taste or you smell. So I was like, okay, I said maybe not just something where they pass. And then like 2 days after now, I started coughing. And when I start for cough, I get a doctor within Manchester. I want a very good friend to we family. So I begin message him. I don't want to worry him. So I begin message him because he's been doing sensitization on coronavirus. They talk to BBC and other people then with regards to sensitizing people about the virus. So I start to begin asking questions there about this, saying that, oh, I want to know this because I guess on network them more, I want to put this information. I didn't want to tell him that I was going
up to that point, so you don't get any idea of who side perhaps you don't come in contact or
no.
You were
no, that's the thing. And I think a lot of people are the same in my shoes because like around we workplace, you know, we workplace get a lot of people where they go in and come out. We get like 5 or 6 different cases, as far as me know, to the people that will reveal they don't say people tested positive for coronavirus, but we can't pinpoint say now from this thing what we do. You know, like some medical staff they will tell you, say, okay, I dealt with a patient that was positive, then I must have caught the virus from there. But which we know we really cannot tell whose side we actually get this virus from.
All right, Adija, I'll come back to you. Daddy Saj, it sounds familiar to you, as in, you know, all the things that Adija is saying. Of course, you don't different because you're a nurse. But tell me your story. Tell me exactly what happened.
For me, on story, very simple, straight up. I emergency room specialist, and so firsthand before even because here in America, everybody gonna know say the government be kind of reluctant about the reality about coronavirus, which means they don't invest a lot into the prep for this pandemic. The government they try for play on no worry, go disappear, so we work in emergency room. We're now at the front line essential workers because any kind thing now to we force you to come before we send you go to a cardiac unit or whatever as ICU anywhere. So now we all man the cancer and the cough and the sneeze, we all get protective gears. Like we all in the unit, we all infected.
And you are all given the confidence that's any that is such like no, don't worry, that's another problem.
So people that they count fever and they cough and they sneeze and they this and they that, we don't even get protected. Even on my testimony where I released, where I talk about I didn't have my deathbed. One of the doctors they were they work with, we don't they work at the same ERD for over from 2008, which is like 12 years. Also. He died while me did fit for recover. Where he did a New York Times post on the front page. Where I cry, they tell me colleague, we call me, send me the message. When that woman they be sick, that and me be well. All my food for going to the bubble room, the negative pressure room, and I don't put time because we don't know say this like coronavirus. We'll not be getting tests. We'll not be get protective gears. We'll not get nothing. Now, me not the only nurse. We take the risk and go inside the negative pressure room. First of all, before you go there, you can wait down and map. I went in there, and do IV line, medicate that woman, put her on the cardiac monitor, and do everything.
Were you properly dressed then, sir?
No, nothing. We don't have anything by then. We don't get nothing. We don't get nothing. You know, I go inside. You know, I know they ever forget in last word, a doctor, and I say they cry. What's how they come on and eye? He said, Joseph, God bless you. Thank you. Because the people that, I mean, me don't work there for like 1 year. The people that we don't work with for 10 years, we know some, they don't even get mine for going inside for sitting on my colleague, like EPAM. You understand? So me on infection, I don't know say I come out or which day, but I know say I don't get infected over 3 months ago. So we all know that, you know. So, but we just affect no more with good health. You know, I tell God, thank I'm a very healthy person, you know, and so now that no more, they keep me going. I got sick while at work because every day before you go in, where you cancer, for cancer, the building, they kind of the big one, the biggest hospital in Brooklyn, then they scan you. Okay, check you for fever and things like that. They when you go inside and they prep you before, you understand? So then they check you. I was okay, normal vitals, everything perfect. But when I go inside, I they work from 8 p.m. now next to 8 a.m. in the morning. From 8 p.m., I begin work. It was like the floor was flooded. It's like you come for different thing. You said they end up get coronavirus before sending on house because the whole place was infected.
Yeah.
Wow.
So it was terrible. So I begin work from 8 o'clock to 4 o'clock, about 3 something in the morning. 9 at the end drip by another patient, our old mommy 80 something years way on. I know say me end up die. 9 I begin sweat. By then we get mask. By then it's not sick, we get mask, we get gown. We don't begin get stuff them, but it not be they do. Sunday when they use the contaminated mask for 2-3 days because mask you know, they so we are, you know, they get N95. We, you know, it's terrible, man. So I did take care of the mommy. I begin sweat, like I did jog like 300 miles an hour. Now I collapse. They rushed me, checked me, everything, then checked my temperature, which was normal. Everything was good. My temperature was 105.3. You understand? My heart rate was 91, which is normal, is within normal limits. But my normal heart rate is 58, 59, 60 because I run a lot. I'm a jogger. So my heart rate so low. So for lady 21, I mean 91, it's like for some people 150 or 200. So that was like, no, you know. So they rush me, they load me up with fluids. And then as Adijatu begins to say, they talk about the pain. I feel so much body ache. It's like now they whap me with ABAB tick them, you know. So the only medication they give me is Toradol, which is an NSAID for fever, you know, inflammation, anti-inflammatory, and you know, pain more or less. Most people already come now the emergency room now.
Saj, let me ask you, what was going through your mind? What's me to go through your mind when you feel
Nothing was going through my mind. I know I was infected. I know it's like I'm a soldier. You train for go fight war. You don't have nothing to think about. You're a soldier. You're born for that. You sign up for that. That's your life. The only thing what they can have in mind, I'm a fervent Christian. I can always say I don't pray ahead. So I was just like at peace with myself and know that my God is in charge. That's it, finished. I was not worried. I was not crying. I was not shaking. I just get so much faith and know say my God will see me through. That's it. You know, coronavirus, yes, we're all infected. So it was not strange, like, oh my God, no. You know, I was in my bed, it treated me, try to stabilize me, get the fever out and everything, and load me up with a lot of fluids because my heart rate was high for normalize me. And then, you know, then send me home after 4 hours, which was the best thing because if I be steady, I continue to get contaminated every nurse or possibly they can't save around or the contaminated.
So you still let's say I'm not telling you why when you get sick, we're not being setting around, we're still not being a mask up, we're not that conscious about it. Because the way they sound now, like you know, the nurses will come into your room, and I mean that means if they say you will continue to get infected, it means they might be exposed. They're not wearing the
No. Then they wear protective gears by then, but we did not have enough. Like now we get masks for every patient with a car inside the emergency room from the greeter triage. Then they give you mask if you don't get mask. You understand? Everybody don't aware now because you don't need for telling and then they ask you. Because even the people like America where they live, You know, the people they know they write so much that you cannot even tell them for wear clothes. Like you walk out gonna sleep naked if not it now so they want
Exactly.
so you cannot tell us it's a way put on a mask. Now they ask you, they don't even walk around without masks because they see so many thousands of people die right in front of their face. So it's not there's no question anymore. But by then nobody cares.
We'll come back, Daddy Sarge, and talk about your recovery. By the way, a lot of people are joining us on Facebook. They're joining us live on radio. They're joining us on our different platforms as well. If you just join with this a crucial conversation, we can to you live on Facebook today. We talk to Abidja and Daddy Sarge. They're both Sierra Leoneans, but don't survive the virus COVID-19. And they tell me about their story. We're talking about surviving COVID-19. So the reason make we do this today now because we find out say in country, lots of people and they will still not believe. Get a lot of doubt in Thomases and Thomasians. They say COVID-19 no exist for them. They're not caring. It's just to go about living their life the way they want to do. So if you get questions, comments, you can drop them on Facebook. Go to Afriradio Facebook or you go to Afriradio Facebook page. You're listening to us on radio, you can to 1053. Send me text message. We will ask Daddy Sarge and Adija questions as you want me for us. Then we'll continue. We'll come back to you, Daddy Sarge. But Adija, you were talking about you report, you begin for you contact the doctor, you tell them a few things. What's happening after that point?
Yeah. So and then because like the service way government put in charge now 111 when I call just like when a salon I get 117. I call them, but just like waiting that decides to say at some point, I think the government then be left in a way where they were not ready. They were really not ready, and then they put healthcare staff them in so much danger because this virus, they rage, people are getting infected by the second. We all need medical attention. I called them. There was a point where the first day I called them, somebody pick up the phone. The line was so bad. You go fit in one village you day, right, in Africa. I call again because I start to get scared, say some of these symptoms, even though there's nothing about the smell and the taste on the news, I say, but I just not feel okay within myself. The way my mama starts for begin research, I for say. It begin go on them, Facebook, go on this, anything where you see go come. It begin see some concussion, the way see some people in the make, I think from China or so, where then they release them video, then they start for begin make them the boiled ginger, garlic, and lamb. And as God will help me, one of the other things them as well was honey. Honey, they kind of soothe the cough. So when the cough they get worse, because then I don't start for the cough, and when I mean cough, I mean really severe cough, where you sometimes when you don't hold you go deep and for 10 minutes complete, you're just coughing constant. So when then
where you cough like it's not dry cough, nothing on the
like dry cough, no phlegm not they come up.
That is sad. You get the same experience. You had similar experience.
Okay, I not cough, I not sneeze, I not get no breathing issue, I know what's in the other thing, no sore throat, nothing. I was asymptomatic, nothing. The only thing will happen, I just get fever one time and I break down and that's it. And then the body ache continue. Then they send me on self-quarantine. On my self-quarantine, I deteriorate every day. Then what to make it worse, I'm able to get up from bed and get out of bed, and then also unable to eat. Then I begin to throw up. Even if I drink water, I throw up. So I lose half of my weight. Like I weigh like 200 pounds. I was so thin up to like maybe 110. I mean, you see me anyway be big.
Yeah. I remember that picture very well.
People were shocked. People were shocked to see me. Like you don't know. There's no question. I don't need to tell you. You know that this man is just come on a deathbed. You know, they just dead. You know. So, but all the other symptoms, no, I don't get nothing.
So you don't get anything like warning stomach. You just the throw up and
nothing. I don't one day get diarrhea, which now are the new symptom where they don't add. I don't get no diarrhea. I was just vomiting, no appetite. That's all. And when I say no appetite, then they give me small food for eat na bowl way. Now one animal I dey eat am. I take I eat am. I dey pray am for 2 hours. Now I dey eat something at 1% of I dey eat, and I dey pull all things on the belly.
When things got that worse, that is sad. You dey think say, man, not to eternity they call, so not to time for me to go home.
Yeah. Well, okay. This is my life, which is real. I cannot live without praying. And when I say pray, the one they will live with me when no me could tell you, not to that soundful. No, I get for do praise and worship. I get for sing loud. I get for praise God because I love God. I know that God don't pull me and who I did today and who I did go. So I love God. Now, when everything is, when I lost everything, now the only one will left for me. When the day where I lay down and me bed, I'm not able for pray. I'm not able for make me more say because before I'm able to tin up on the dumb, but I be make me more and they say, Papa God, I surrender my case to you. Time came, I was not even able to say that. And so the water they come on me 2 years, so it run down. But me they tell me, say, why you worry? You already don't pray ahead. Just know what you God never left you. That was the only hope I had.
Adija, was that a similar thing happened to you?
It's so true because you know, when you the only option where you get that between life and death, you know, say we live in, we all within at this world, get nothing for do with we but the Superman upstairs. And you know, myself, some people will know me, go tell you, say, oh, this is like enjoyment. But one thing they don't know about me as somebody who believe God so bad. And I also married to a man. When I pray, I worry. I go there 1 hour, I go to pray. I'm like, oh God, this way. So this devil could not even walk out of this house because he got afraid. So, you know, and every single day, even when I've been so sick that I'm not able to move, he's there praying. He's like, babe, let's pray. We need to pray. We need to pray. This is God. I said, I can't move. I cannot say anything. Please pray for me. And him and he picking them. And you know, COVID is a really, really nasty thing. Me picking them, I picking them will like for the near me all the time. And when I notice say I don't get sick, because before they even do the test, I knew in me that this is COVID, this is something serious. I have to protect them. So I start to tell them, not for Kanye me, not for coming to my room. And it was so upsetting for them.
Any one of your family members again be test?
Apart from me, man, none of them. Apart from me, man, me 14-year-old anyway, she lives in her room. Now they in palace day. Even now, we see her when she comes out at night, but we know say they and he go talk to me from the room. So she was fine. Ain't not a Kenya like that because now their own style, then get a young way where they do them thing. But the two younger one, where one are 7, the other one are 5. The boy picking the student and me do more they cry. Why is it that I cannot come near you? Why are you people being horrible to me? I cannot even hug you. And you know, when you day in a position where this sick is unexplainable, honestly. You cannot put it into words for explain to people them. The thing where you go through, the pains, and like me, I get the pains, the hurt. Sorry, somebody to try to call me phone. Yeah, the pain, the hurt, and like when I don't sick, I finally decide to say, okay, I need to get this test done. For lab, be sure say this is what it is. And that's when the man self instead on sick, but his wasn't so bad because waiting in start for the minute where we begin do then concussion, and there were some Asian doctors them where they make videos them, they advise people them on some of the natural remedies them where you go use where for help you with regards to you breathe in, with regards to the cough and everything like that. So we begin use them thing and day. So he was using them as well, even without him being with all the symptoms that me don't get really sick to the point
So them prescribe any medicine then for Una, or it was just
that's the crazy thing when you go to hospital in the UK. apart from them taking you in, which I did not want to do, and I tell them, say, I don't want to go admit in the hospital because I knew how contaminated the hospital was. Some people, where they go in, might just go in with something different, but then they end up being COVID positive due to the environment. And there was not much thought put into that for help, for protect the medical staff them, as well as the patient. So I was like, no, I'd rather, if anything they happen to me, let it happen to me within my own home. So they asked me, oh, no, send ambulance. I said, no, I'm not coming there. If you guys want to help, when I help me now, they say, well, if I can able for cope now, it's fine. Because when I go yonder, all they will do is put me on ventilator. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. So, and yeah, the medical staff will respect waiting at you, the patient you wish. So it was bad. I'm not going to lie to you. There was a point where I not be able to breathe. Me and my man, we didn't room, they open the window, put the fan on, put this on, put that, just for fan air. This was me just coming from we room to we bathroom. We're just there like, less than 1 minute waka. But that small waka day takes away everything from me. When I come back, I'm not able to breathe. Exhausted. It's like somebody they press on my chest. I can't breathe. I can't. Now so me eye. Water go just they come on me eye. Just like waiting that decide to say. Water go just they come on me eye because it's like when they put something for just cover your airway for let air not flow through your system.
I'm asking you, so I'm asking again. What's the name prescribe?
They're not prescribed any medicine when it was really worse until the end. There was this antibiotic. It was even a Nigerian doctor, I would say. But I could see the reluctance in her. Because when I finally, this was like when I called and said, this breathing don't get too much and I can't breathe, I really can't breathe, and do a lot of consultation over the phone with me, call me, video call, different doctors them, I talk to them, do so many tests like, oh, count to this while you're holding your breath and do this, all the medical exam. They knew that I couldn't breathe at all. They asked me for coming. So when I go in, we were not allowed to left. Will not be allowed for left for car. We get for the inside the car with all the medical staff. Now, by then, there were PPE where medical staff didn't get for wear. So they all come dressed in their boiler suits and face masks and everything, gloves. But we been get for stay inside the car, then do all the checks and everything. Then this
so
doctor said,
how about you, Mom? Because you talk about him and you always
as God will have it, nothing happened to him. And the funny thing is, she was the one taking care of me when I was sick. She was there, hands-on. It wasn't the best thing to do, but I think say, as a mama, the last thing what you want to foresee you picking there in that kind of position where I can't do any, I'm not able to eat. I'm not able, even for drink water, there was a point where my throat so sore. For drink water, it's like, na saw they all through me esophagus stay go down. I'm not able for drink like that. Even the medication where they give me, it take days for like able for the drink and comfortably. It's like at the choke, like when my airway don't narrow, where something not able for pass again for go down. I will share the antibiotic where they finally give me what kind of help me to the end. But they will tell you that this is not a bacteria. This is a virus. So according to medical people, with virus, your body forfeit naturally. And because of that, it kind of puts so many people them in will get underlying issues in a lot of risky position. Because
one thing really stand out that is Sergeant and Adija clearly now that you guys had strong immune system. Otherwise, I imagine you. I mean, I don't know you for years. You're fit, you're strong, you are agile. I mean, you lying there, not being able to eat, you take small bowl where you're supposed to in a second, you spend 2 hours for each time. Imagine your immune system is compromised, you had a line disease or something. Could have, it could have been different, that is sad.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. to God be the glory. Most importantly, I can take the praise, I can take the honor about my immune system, because people and they were serious, stronger, healthier than me and younger than me, we die. So for me, I give all the praise to the God that it served. But in reality, I did to lament on what I did just say. Yes, definitely, we're not a antibiotic. Well, it was a kind of like controversy between the medical world. Some doctors say I go give because it can help starting whatever. Some doctors say that it's just useless. You just they suffer the person in kidney for metabolize this kind of drugs. We already the person sick. They cannot get nothing to do. So many people call me, even where I be the recover for ideas like Swambo, we young guy, we young way than me, be get the coronavirus. He end up forgetting pneumonia, which is like stage 3, which Khadija even talk about. It's like for me, Khadija be go up to pneumonia stage. It's just normal because she's younger, not to like 60, 70, and I'm making on knock and down. But when you get pneumonia, now you're not able to breathe. So some doctor they say for prescribe antibiotic because it help with the pneumonia. So doctor they say not make any use because we don't treat symptoms, we treat the cause. And if the cause not from virus, then why should I give antibacterial, antibiotic? You know, it was a controversy, but I'm glad he went talk and say this doctor insists and give him any help him. Whereas here, a lot of doctors want to say, no, this is not right. You know, they have so many guidelines and protocol and things like that. Some say no. And I know a lot of people we lost their life because of the medical world be try to say no or yes. Things. You know, people always ask me, whose medication we didn't give? They don't give me no medication. The only medication we didn't give me once, they were sick now for fever. Okay, for minimize the fever, then prescribe Tylenol for me, which I be take. But the fever not be really calm so much. I be get low grade fever. Most nights I the sweat, drain sweat, the bed all the soak, and then for change them. Few nights, that was it. But other than that, they not give me no medicine. Me friend, because nobody not there with me. Now me one game be the leave. My family not be there with me. So my friend we come up from London and come and just and call me and say, you know, he want for he come for do something in America. If he can stay with me, it was like God already sent him for come save me, because if Nami one be there, definitely I cannot tell anybody a lie. I would have been dead in my bed. After then I'm in bed 48 hours, 72 hours, unable to go into coma because I'm weak. I not eat for days, and able to work out till I lost my senses. I go into coma, and then I die. Definitely, not so, which was a lot of other things we could cause that. So he now Limbabobo. I will call him which now we call him bush doctor. That's so can provoke. I am doctor, bush doctor. He sacrificed in life. It go out. It get a lamb, ginger. With I can always forget what the other thing. It put now the small, because we not get them big pot like with them, countryman they apply and they boil with them sick small pot.
You're saying he actually smoked you.
Yes.
Garlic. They put garlic inside it. Lamb, ginger and garlic. It boil. I was it well. It expects me for come on at the bed. Say I go down at the kitchen. I tin up. He hold me. He puts me. It over. Cover me with towels. Them. I cannot lie to anybody. That thing was effective. When I breathe that heat, go inside through me nose, through me mouth, go inside my bronchioles to my lungs. Then I the sweat. Then everybody wash with hot water. Then they full up the sink, the bathtub, they full up with hot water. Then I immerse myself into it for like 15-20 minutes. Those stuff. Then ever make a drink normal water. Yes. Water and drink normal water. Every water. If I say for one water, it will. Hot water.
Yes.
You always need to take hot liquid.
Liquid all the time.
Adija, I see you said they agree to the thing that we started to talk about.
To be honest, we had to be doctors by ourselves, because especially when because most people they will go hospital, they were put into induced coma. The hospital staff then too be the struggle, because this is a new virus, not like Ebola where at least if you don't day before, and maybe other countries then we don't get, and so there were studies already on the way. This now brand new virus, ever happened at the world, everybody was confused. The medical staff are confused. The government is confused. The world is confused as to waiting they go on. And we get ourselves confused because you get something, at least if you get headache, they say, okay, take this paracetamol. You know, say studies have been done for no, say this paracetamol will help you with the headache. But with this COVID, there was a point, even bitter cola. Somebody do a video about bitter cola and it helped with the cough. Like when the cough be done so intense, me man go buy bitter cola and that bitter cola then I at the charm. As soon as he begin choke, because like you go call me, they talk to me. When people knew I was sick, then me they call for know how they do. Some person go call the minute we call us, I say hello, cough choke me. I go there for that 10 minutes and then they say goodbye na the phone. But when I charm that bitter cola, that was something where they helped me for soothe the cough. And also
I'm going to come back to you, Daddy Sad. I'm going to come to you, recovery. We need to talk about that. But most importantly, we need to talk about Adija, like you even mentioned, psychosocial support and the support system we even get around you,
yes.
we will lean on, how to be able for everyone. But we have some comments, like I tell now, we get some comments. People are sending comments, and I'll read through them basically. Umar Mustafa Sanodi, God, I thank you for rescuing a brother and sister from COVID-19. Well, that's a prayer. And thank you. Prayer. And Maxwell Bangura is saying, thank God for divine protection. God will continue to keep us all in Jesus' name. Sound 7 is saying, may God bless you for you more and more. That is Saj. Sound 7 saying to you. Elisa Kelly Handsome is saying, that is Saj. People are still doubting the reality of this virus. What will be your message to such people? Take note of that because that will be the final question I will ask you both before we round up the show for today. And our Kelly Baiture is saying, long time, thank God that we're able to hear from you, Daddy Saj. Umar Mustafa again is saying, is Daddy Saj still in the music industry? Well, where he mentioned he's a musician, he is still in the music business. Melvin again is saying, good to hear from Daddy Saj. Umar again, they say, DJ and Daddy Saj, how was life like during medication? The treatment center, and how was your respiratory system? Like, well, basically, they don't mention, say, they're not being in a treatment center, right? They were home. But talk more, and then we take response from Muna. DJ Dul Bangura is saying, I also work in the front line every day, and it's not easy. Saj B is saying, I'm in love with this program. God bless you. Thank you very much for listening. Humu Kuroma is saying, such a bad virus, and the separation it brings to families. Guys, Saj, almost start. They ask about whether, waiting medication is that I don't begin for explain. Waiting on our respiratory system be like around the point. Now, just respond to the comments that are coming.
For me, me go say up till now, because if I have to be honest, COVID-19 actually messes up your system. Even to now, sometimes I go to sleep. It's like you had to just start for the beat in some kind erratic way, which I'm dealing with that. I'm still taking vitamin C, vitamin D, when some of the things they were, because now in UK, a lot of Black people, they don't die more to COVID than how white people they die. And one of the things that will make them say they die is because we lack of vitamin D, as they say. So as a precautionary measure, I go out there, buy me vitamin D, they take out, because vitamin D you normally get through sun. And for people that were in Africa, they're lucky because the sun they and also like New York and America, places then they way you go still say yes, that's better. But for we where they live now, UK, and especially me where they towards the northwest. Yeah, so even when sun come out, you they count how many minutes before it starts for rain. I live in a place where it really, really rainy. So there's not that much sun for like get enough vitamin D. So that's what they're saying. But me feel say there's a lot more to that than just vitamin D where we lack of. So as they say, people for be cautious, not for put themselves in a position for becoming infected with this virus. That's not the one biggest thing where if you can do for yourself, for avoid that for you, your family, and people them around you, as well as the nation as a whole. Because some people like where that research say they're asymptomatic. You they pass, you're not gonna see you get the virus, but you go to go and infect other people. So the more precaution you take with the guidelines the whole government gives, stay 2 meters away from people, then cover your face with mask when you're in a public place. I feel say people then for adhere to that, for the world keep safe until there is a vaccine or medication or whatever it is the science world to do for able to combat this. But till then, I think say we all, because now even people that we don't sick and before, according to the news, some also then they become reinfected. So even we not still
Well,
safe.
I mean, tough scientific. We not get scientific proof on this show. We will take care of it with certain things that we will put forward. So
Yeah.
scientific proof we done it, and we go bring them forward and explain to people and let them understand. But Adijatu, you again in this. Somebody asked whether you were in treatment center or, but how messed up was your respiratory system?
Okay, I answer the question. I just want I hear something important where Adija talk about when they put people into induced coma, because the reason why they put them into induced coma was that they cannot breathe, and the last option for let you breathe in a life where you're not able to breathe and do the BiPAP machine, then put all the respiratory and ventilator and everything, and you can breathe. With the not induced coma, we call them, with the intubate you, which is we get for knock you out and chop tube go down your lungs and machine breathe, help you breathe. Okay, but I just want to say, which is so emotional, that for a week in an emergency room, outside the walk, over nearly 100 people then died. Not even the numbers, everybody with the intubate died, because the COVID patient and be so boku that the emergency room is divided into 3. You get the critical trauma, which is the most severe cases units. Then you get the acute, where now people that we see, but they're stable and they talk and they communicate, but then they vomit or they get something. You understand? All of it was full with COVID patient. Ambulance, they bring people and say outside, say go na do. People in a stretcher, space not the inside. And then they die no more. So they died outside waiting a stretcher. You understand? All the way they intubate, they all died. Okay, so it's just a terrible thing, so terrible. And also about the vitamin D way they talk about, which I really want to come to. This is it. We mortal man, you understand? We get hormones in our body. We get the hormones that make you sad. You get the hormones that make you happy, like the serotonin. And you need vitamin D for the out for activate them and things like that. Where I want to come to, why make it for people that they die? Okay. After 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after I could recover, affects me facility for let them take me back for lab begin work after all the testing clear. I go 3 times, go to check up, everything was clear, everything, me vitals, me everything, no COVID free. I say I want for work, then say no, Cole, go home and rest. Then they pay me. So not like they pay me, then say go home and rest, take your time, it's okay, we are okay. I said, no, I want for work. But what people not be understand is I was going through depression, being alone, no able to come on a do. No, I was like, I want to do something to prove to death that you cannot kill me. I am better than ever. Up to the last time I called the OHS department, the employee health. I said, I can, that's okay, Mr. Cole, come. Then test me everything. Say, you sure? I say, yes. And since I start work 3 weeks now, I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I'm like alive. I'm like,
man, you look healthy. You look healthy.
Most people, So that's a consequence where they kill a lot of people. And inside New York, yeah, so I did people then go prove them. So many people commit suicide live. I saw it. Over the woman go jump over the Brooklyn Bridge because of Corona. One man in jump 20-story building. All man there so then they see him. He jump by a first car. He jump where he bounce and gone. I feel the pain today, even while they talk and so. That's so then the video and so with phone them. Say if for them, imagine from 20-story building. The depression. And right now we get more cases of alcohol intake, intoxication. A lot of people that they drink it and they knock ambulance, they bring in camp, overdose drugs. Because it's so hard, get our vitamin D.
So let me get to the question for you both. What's not be on a support system? What's not be hold on to? About taking her through. That is just that person in
Me
Adijatu.
support system, we help me for recover or after I don't recover, you asking?
We help you for recover and after. I mean, a long process for recover,
Me
not the one
support
really.
system, we help me for recover. Seriously, there is no medicine. There is nothing. All the years we do all the other remedies them, but I can tell you, it worked. Not just God and me own blessing.
So
There is
after
nothing. I can't lie. I don't get.
recover.
The Khadija get where he get husband, he get picking around them. Me on where first of all at the time be there with me and we'll get a 1 year 6 month old and he be pregnant. So if it's so afraid that every day I come will come, it may not be like a quarantine, like, oh no, can you we would afraid because then get right, because at the end of the day, I work in an emergency room, so I can pass on to them. So I see the fear was so much, so I was like, okay, you know what, it's time to leave. You understand? So I sent them back in London, so I come out. You understand? So let me left to myself now. You understand?
After you don't grab from the sick bed that is
After I don't grab from the sick bed now, it was hard for me. There was nothing, even though I get people in from the church, I get friends them, I get people where they come and them around and they visit me and they call me, so they come around and pray for me and just give me that courage and whatever. That was good. It was good. But for me, it was terrible because I not get true loved ones around me, which was the reality. It was hard for me. The only thing, even though my friend there with me, instead of get stuck because they will fly back, then ban all the flight them up till now, it was not enough. You understand? So the only place I was able to go, and I'm not able to go to church.
This is every week.
No. You not cut the disease. Well, he tell me say, well, he say himself get the disease. He say, but me no say me na mega simara, but they make me 24 hour it hit himself. 24 hour it dip and ginger all kind of things. It make me every day. I be the body recover. I be eat not less than 1 dozen orange a day. That's what I be eat.
Wow. Adija, let me come to you.
Yeah, I for eat time. They go buy a pack on a table. Like I be eat like 1 dozen or more orange every day.
All right, that is sad. Now we come to Adija because we need to Adija, what's the support system and how you be able to pull through?
Me support system, me mama na number one, me man as well, and then the courage for me picking them, because it was so amazing. At me Bobo come to me like few days before I actually get better when I was really sick. He say, "It's in Amna me He say, "Mom," he say, "you know this coronavirus?" And like him, I don't know, there was something about the virus where he been just to pay attention to on the news. It was like 5 times a day. He used to shower with a talk partner. Elijah, don't do that. Not gonna the. No, it's okay. I'm showering. They say we need to wash our hands. We need to be washing our clothes. It change clothes to the wash. So he come eating up na the domot and look me and say, "Mom, are you better now?" I say, "No," I had a struggle for talk. I said, "No, Elijah, I'm not better." I said, "So it's not that I don't want you to come into my room. I just don't want you to get the virus." Say, "Oh yeah, I do understand." I said, "But please, when you get better, just make sure you shout me and please don't die." Then they just I broke down and say, "God, if anything what you get for keep me for, me picking them small. There is nobody that can look after them like I do." So I had to fight. It's like just this kind of energy come in me, where I say, this we get for feta. And fight we did, honestly. Fights we did. I couldn't sleep at night. I couldn't do so many things. I'm not able to stand on the step. I'm not able, and we were sweating like Daddy Saj say. Me mama they boil things there with the sweat, get big blankets. Me because I'm a chef as well. So I cater for function. So I get big pots them. Me mama they boil everything inside them big pots then they, and with the cover now with them 2-3 blankets, they sweat. And that sweating, my God, you can just feel them where they go inside your lungs. When they go through your mouth, now so you at a cough like where something don't stop within the airway that is now trying to come up.
Wow.
But
okay.
my support network was my family.
Wow, great. Now, guys, we're rounding up, and two questions. I get one minute each to touch on them. That is Saj. Talk to the doubting Thomases and Timotheus. We're still in Sierra Leone, don't believe say the virus exists, but also tell me what we can do as a nation to able for this virus. Adija, the same to you, but I'll start with that Saj, and then we take it. Get 1 minute for the that Saj.
I not think say when it comes to the people that we in denial, I get much anymore. Because the amount of people that we don't die, we don't see, even though not to salon, because I believe see them people that do they still in a salon and there are a lot of educated white people here in America. We get fame and then get so much crowd behind them. They talk now, they networks them. Say this coronavirus is political something, and they try to make it like na politics, na this, na that, or destroy the government of the day. And you know what's funny? Most of them die of coronavirus, and a lot of people end up for laugh them and make comments and whatever. So it's the same thing. A lot of people get for being denied. A lot of people just like controversy. A lot of people just like for dinner the down, like you know. So time not day anymore for waste on those kind of people. If you don't see such video, you don't see. Even me, why make I do the video? Not to forget fame. Already famous. I do them for educate me people, and me not get time with social media. The only time they post on social media for the past 3 years now, me and my family. That's all. So when they see me, and at that point, we see as Sidon, so I saw a link. I'm not able to synapse. Now the first day that I will begin grab, and I make a do on that. And then when you see me the clothes, that sweater they were wearing, when me normal body tights me, now so it will
The
me so.
video, that is the video they out now. When are you sharing the video?
The video they out long as the video I pull out. I do the video on the 1st of April. It went viral. Thousands. I don't even able to count how many thousands of people we watch that video. They live now all over. People and put on their groups and page.
Adija,
Yeah, I go send you the video. I go send you the video. I get
no problem. Adija, your turn now as we round up.
Yeah. Me just want to say to people them, you know, it is real because even Naya, it was the same thing. A lot of people be there, a lot of reaction with regards to coronavirus, but we all don't see what's in the ground now in the world. Even if you sleep and wake and make them up, you can't make up for thousands of people them where they die, and the amount to the same every single day. For a whole country there like America and UK will lack money, will believe in the economy, for shut down the system, then shut down what you know say coronavirus is real. And we when they talk to them, we not Sierra Leonean like them. We know their salon within our country they will get advanced medical services. But we know what we go through, and some of our own counterpart, they're not able to leave for tell the story. So when we they alive, we they tell them now say it is real and it affect Black people, and the only thing what you can do, this is not government wanting money. This is not government wanting it. It's way beyond that. This is something where get potential for wipe out a whole family, for wipe out a whole nation if people them not take the advices were they out there seriously. So we just the beg people them, let them take the precaution and keep themselves safe.
All right, thank you very much, Daddy Saj and Adija. Daddy Saj from the US, Adija from the UK.
Thank you.
Share the story with me, and very strong message to the people of Australia. People believe and take the right precautions. Well, we will get to now again, personally, Daddy Saj, talk about your music career, whether or not you still in it and you've done something.
I think I release some song by the end of this month, then go hear a lot of stuff.
Adija,
coronavirus bring me back on the stage.
We're going to talk about the services which you did live after COVID. Many thanks to you people for
You're welcome. Thanks for having us.
Thank you very much. Well, Daddy Saj and Adija with
You know me.
I want to say thank you very much to Africell with support for being crucial conversation come to you. And I want to say thank you very much as well to the production team, behind the scene, Abdul Karim Sisse, Roxlin, Alwin Finley, the studio technician, Fodi Chroma, and we sponsor Africell. Now, there's going to be a repeat broadcast of this conversation on Sunday at 10 p.m. We're going to repeat this broadcast. It's going to be on radio. We will share with you the link, the radio link, so you pass around for people who don't be able to listen to her today, people for listening to her on Sunday. Till we meet again next week for another crucial conversation. My name is John Konteh, and I wish you all the very, very best. Continue to stay safe and beware. Be very, very careful. Do exactly what the doctor and they say for make we keep COVID out of Sierra Leone. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.